Next week's gold market movers Xauusd, bullish versus bearish impact. Here's a breakdown of next week's key economic news and how it might affect the gold price. Tuesday, 7:45 a.m., U.S. flash manufacturing PMI. This measures manufacturing activity, higher than expected. Previous, 52.05 could signal a strong economy, potentially bearish for gold, strong dollar preferred. Lower than expected could be bullish for gold, seen as a safe haven. U.S. flash services PMI, similar to manufacturing PMI but for the service sector. Higher equal sign bearish for gold, lower equal sign bullish. April 25th, 6:30 a.m. USD advanced GDP QQ. This is the initial estimate for economic growth. Higher than expected previous. 5% could be bearish for gold. Lower could be bullish. USD unemployment claims. This measures new jobless claims. Lower than expected previous 215K could signal a strong economy, potentially bearish for gold. Higher could be bullish. Friday, April 26th, 6:30 a.m. USD Core PCE Price Index MM. This measures inflation without food and energy. Higher than expected previous 0.3% could be bearish for gold. Lower could be bullish. 8 a.m. USD revised UOM consumer sentiment. This measures consumer confidence. Higher than expected previous 77.8 could be bearish for gold. Lower could be bullish. Remember, this is a forecast. Always do your own research before making any trading decisions. Simple example. Imagine the U.S. flash manufacturing PMI comes in much higher than expected, e.g. 55.0. This could indicate a strong economy, which might lead investors to favor the U.S. dollar over gold. In this case, the impact on gold would likely be bearish. Price could go down.
Okay, we have another week, another dollar. So let's check the price action for gold. We can see we keep the bullish trend so far, very hard with the fundamentals and the macro for us to, well, for price to change the situation. We're currently in the 4-hour time frame. So in previous analysis, we marked the every low and high that price was marking in this bullish trend. So as we can see, we have these two last lower lows, we could say, or lower highs, depending we are looking at this point to this one or this one in 23.18 to 23.25 more or less. But what we are sure is that we have this high at around 24.32 that haven't been retested, and we have these two. We managed to consolidate these areas. Another order or a bearish order block. Actually, this is a very huge area with a lot of liquidity. Well, price is currently, let's do something very basic. Price from the last low is currently printing a bull flag. If we remember also, we set this resistance that was very respected on this until this point. This week was actually during Asia session. That's nothing normal. And as you can see, even after the break in the 4-hour time frame, if we lower down to the 15-minute, we do have a break and kind of a consolidation, but consolidation lasted nothing because price managed to recover the area below the big resistance. So we consider this as a big resistance at the moment, because we also had another touch and another rejection. So we can consider if we forget this area, we have a very clean bullish flag that at any point can trigger another cycle. Most likely, and with all the fundamentals, price will go up or will continue go up and create new highs. Why? Because especially because of the comments of Powell, the economy is not going to recover soon. The inflation is not going to be managed, or at least the rates are not going to be lower as expected by April. A lot of banks or important firms already had a reduction of at least 25 bps. So what we're seeing is something that it's not planned. Everything that was at least forecasted by big players is not going as planned, because, well, the Fed is not reacting very well to the news or to every event that is happening inside USA and external to the USA. So what's smart for the retail investors like us is to wait for these areas to consolidate and create the new pattern, because as you can see, we have this huge liquidity zone and the all-time high area that trap a lot of traders, because as you can see, this is the first time that price breaks the all-time high and drops. Not in this year, in previous years we had this very common price action, but this year exactly we're having very low retracements. So every time we broke the all-time high, we had a new all-time high next. Like all these red boxes, as you can see, are new all-time highs printed only this year. So a lot of traders got trapped in this area between 2401 and the new all-time high that is, depending on the broker code, it's around 2432. So that's why this is acting as a very big resistance. Someone dropped the price, maybe big players were already with the theory about China dropping the price some percentage to buy lower or cheaper, and then boom, reprice again. So right now, because of all the geopolitical news and all the holding, price is not tempting a new all-time high. And per fundamentals, well, we don't have too much triggers this week, so we can expect very low liquidity price action around this area. So something breaking like this and retesting this area, it's very important for us to manage to hold this level if we want to create a new high. If not, this area will be break, and we're gonna retest this area. Why? Because this is the second area with more traders trapped. If we manage to lose these two levels, it's because the dollar is recovering. We have good news for the USA, so that's the only reason why price will drop right now. So only way you can expect something major, like very big push to the downside, like something like this, is if Powell gives us good news about the rates or they'll manage to lower them, but we have time for that. So expect price to be very strong. At least gold is very bullish and very strong against the dollar. Everything is very strong against the dollar, so be very careful if you're trying to counter trend like me. And if you're trying to go with the trend, also be very careful, because this is a very random area, we could say. Expect the price to keep moving and faking out these two resistance and the bull flag. So try to buy cheaper if you are planning to hold to the new all-time high, or wait for the movements in this area so you can keep counter trending, because price is very sensitive at the moment. So try not to risk too many and try to hedge and grid. Don't use or fix your risk at one price. Try to diversify and use progressions. Remember, that's smarter than fixing your risk. So have a great day.